Who else is terrified of cream to powder blushes? It sounds daunting because it's not what we're used to. This looks crazy to be blush, but it's absolutely phenomenal, and there's a ton of things you can do with these blushes. Just the tiniest little dot does your whole face. So you're gonna put the tiniest little dot. I have cherry, and you can, nope, my brush is, okay, there you go. You can see the tiniest little dot I put on. Okay, see I've dotted that out. And then it just goes right in. No streaks. It's a little bold, so watch. You just take your foundation brush right back over it. Done, because that tiny little dot was too much. It's kind of awesome. Our blushes are amazing at concealing too. So use your color wheel to decide exactly what color you want to cover up and the color you need. So if you have dark spots, they're very dark, you're gonna wanna use cherry. If you have lighter dark circles, I really don't have any dark circles, but I have shadow. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. And this is terracotta, so it comes like this, but any of your little serum bottles, this was an old bottle of dark circle treatment, which is why I don't have dark circles. This is an old dark circle bottle that I rinsed out and I repurposed, and I squeezed all of my blush into that. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the blush and I'm gonna go right underneath my eye. Terracotta works really great for me. And like I said, I don't really have dark circles to cover up, but if I did, you would totally see that it would cover it up. So then what you do, let me get that put up. Okay, then what you do is you take your foundation and pat it right over top, and it covers completely. It's phenomenal. So you can also use our blushes as eyeshadow. So I have chocolate cherry that I'm going to use as shadow. And I'm just gonna put, honestly, I'm gonna put this onto a lid. So I'm gonna take any Senegence lid and I'm gonna squeeze out a tiny little bit and use this for my blush. For my eyeshadow. It is blush. The awesome thing about this is that you can also use this to tint glosses. If you want to tint a gloss, if you want to get a glossy and a couple blushes, you can just tint them, and I'll show you how to do that too. And then if I want to tie in my cheeks, I can take a little cherry and mix that in also. You can mix these if you really like terracotta and cherry. Mix those bad boys together and do both. See how pigment, that was the tiniest little, like you can't even see it anymore. The tiniest bit. And it goes so far and it's really beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna tint our gloss now. And if you just decided that you want the whole thing to be that color, you can swap it in the tube. But if you wanna switch out and tint it a bunch of different colors, then I have these little tattoo rings. They're for tattoo colors. And then these disposable wands. I suggest getting the disposable wands, but you can do it on a piece of paper. You don't have to use the ring. So you're gonna take your gloss and scrape it out into this ring. And I'm getting way more than I need, but I want to show you guys how this works. Okay, so it's clear, you can't see that. But then we're going to take the teeniest little drop of cherry. Like, I'm basically just touching it. I'm not even squeezing. Oh, see, I squeezed and I got too much, so I'm just gonna touch it, tiniest bit. And of course you can make it darker if you want it darker, and then swirl it together. And you have a tinted gloss. Pretty, right? So many options.